Welcome back. America is set to celebrate a major milestone next year. 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It's bringing a renewed focus on our nation's history, including that one phrase in particular. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those words are the focus of a new book from noted historian and biographer Walter Isaacson, and it is called The Greatest Sentence Ever Written. Walter, good morning.
Hey, good to see you, Savannah.
Well, first of all, I was joking with you because, you know, I interview you for all your books, and I'm usually lugging them around. They're this thick. Okay, but this one, my back thanks you.
Yes,
The Greatest Sentence Ever Written, and you really parse it word by word. Why did you want to do that?
Because it was written in 5 drafts. The Continental Congress created a committee to declare while we're doing independence. It may have been the last time Congress created a great committee.
Yeah.
It had, you know, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams were among those on it. And they went through, for example, Jefferson writes, we hold these truths to be sacred. And then Franklin crosses it out and puts self-evident. As, you know, he wants us to be the reason for our rights. But then John Adams puts in endowed by their Creator. So you see the balance in that sentence. And we're fighting so much today. We're tearing ourselves apart. I thought if we really focus on the beauty of the sentence and how they balance things, it might be a way to calm us down for our 250th birthday.
Yeah, and I mean, the negotiations, when you go word by word, as you literally do, starting with the word we, there are very rich treasures to find there.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it forms our common ground. It's not we, the guys meeting in Philadelphia. It's a social contract theory. And I think that this sentence lays the ground for 2 great things in America. One is the notion we have common ground. Let's all hang together. We've been missing that. And the American dream, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We used to make it so every generation could have the American dream. We have to get back to that.
There's no question, but of course, and you take this on in the book, that these founders who wrote these eloquent, perhaps inspired words weren't exactly walking the walk at the time, talking about all men being created equal.
Absolutely. At
a time when there were, you know, millions of enslaved people. Certainly women did not have the rights that they enjoy today. But it was aspirational.
Yeah, the sentence is aspirational. It certainly doesn't describe the times. But you look at Thomas Jefferson, as you said, he's writing all men are created equal, and he's enslaving 400 people. Standing there in the room with him in Philadelphia, besides Jefferson and Adams, is Robert Hemings, an enslaved valet whose younger sister is going to be Jefferson's mistress. We have to learn the complexities. But over 249 and a half years, we've tried each generation to add more truth to that sentence, and that's what I hope we can rally around to do for our 250th.
Yeah, another great sentence, in order to create a more perfect union.
Yes.
One of the best lectures I ever heard in law school was a lecture in constitutional law about the Gettysburg Address, and talked about how Abraham Lincoln, when he said 7 years ago, was not going back to the Constitution of 1787, but to the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, he says, well, 70 years ago,
yes,
a nation conceived in that all men are created equal. So as he's dedicating that cemetery in Gettysburg, and the 1,000 people have died to try to make that sentence not just aspirational, but to make it true. That's the trajectory of history.
Yeah, he's calling us back to that 1776
Yeah, we all have
nation.
to go back to that sentence.
Yeah, when you write a lot about this idea, and you just alluded to it, about the commons, and this notion that we're founded on the common good, that there are certain inalienable rights that we all share.
Right. What they do when they create both the Declaration and the Constitution, they're looking at John Locke and others, and they're celebrating private property. That's what originally was life, liberty, and property. But Jefferson makes it the pursuit of happiness, because he wants to both have the notion that there are things in the private realm, but there are things we do in commons. And you look at what Ben Franklin did, create a fire department, a library, a street sweeping corps, a police corps. Those are the things, and we have to nowadays balance. How do we keep the common so we can be a land of opportunity and celebrate our liberties?
There's a lot in this little book and this wonderful sentence. Walter Isaacson, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.